Hey all. Hey YouTube. Oh hey, intro cinematic. Oh no, my controller's not hooked up. Let's not play that whole thing. We don't need that song going in the background. Not yet. So, hey, welcome back. Hope everybody's doing good. Having a nice, fun day. It's kind of the start of evening for me. As you can see, I've leveled a little bit. Just a little bit. Sage level 81, which I hit last night? Night before? I think last night. I've got a little bit of Crypt Lurker on. A little bit of, oh, hey. Well, you know what? One of the good parts about playing in this server is it's not super popular. I get to hop in pretty quick. 31's not too bad. Especially with no big new content drops right now. It's pretty easy. I'll be in just a minute. So yeah, I've been playing Sage off screen, trying to level some stuff up, trying to get a feel for the class. And I don't know how I feel about it. I come from, the only other healer I have is White Mage, right? So that's kind of where my perspective is coming from. And Sage is a lot more active, and so far, a lot more rough. I have a hard time getting, like, very good burst healing. Although one thing I've watched some videos about what people like about Sage and how they're playing it, because I want to see if I'm doing anything wrong. And one big thing I've seen people point out is Cardia here can very easily be swapped in between targets. So I can do, like, tiny spot healing on DPS people if they need that by just swapping over Cardia. And I have just been leaving it on the tank, which is perhaps not optimal, right? It definitely does have a lot of mobility with Phlegma and Toxicon down here. And that's more than White Mage. In fact, well, no, I don't know if that cast and recast are really all that quick. So I don't know if that's better than Glare. And the only mobility White Mage has is like Dia and what's it called? The big AoE spell. I'm so bad with nouns, names, and things. With a size here, which is a huge cooldown. Yeah, this is about the same. Currently, in fact, slower than spell speed on my Sage. Like 695. Oh, same spell speed. But this is slightly faster. Unnoticeably faster. Anyway, we have some story quests to do, which I imagine will be pretty easy to get out of the way. I've got mostly some 530 gear, except not really. Everything over here except for my wrists, my bangle. And these are not quite 530 Crypt Lurker stuff, but I didn't have... Okay, well, I've got more tomestones now. But I imagine we'll upgrade those as we go. And maybe I'll get another set of Sage stuff to transmog after completing the quests, which probably end at 80. I think Reapers did. I was halfway expecting them to go into the 80s. But nope. They just get the 10 levels. Anyway. I like the look of what I've got going so far. I really like this Bajin cap. It's a great, like, kind of casual, but also ready for combat for a caster healer cap. I've got some Menusa gear I can use later, but for now, I just have... I think there's our Strife pants with, like, old Manor boots, but I like the look of these boots, right? They're kind of sharp. They're kind of stylish. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop into our Sage quests. I got all the way to 81 without doing 73 quests and above for Sage, which is not that difficult. It took, you know, some dungeoneering. That's about it. I was trying to get the feel for the class, but that means I also did, like, Packlethon and the Twinning and a couple of other 80s without having Panhaima. So I only had my Haima single target big shield. And I did not have my group big shield. And that was noticeable during the Lunar Bahamut fight. But we still got through. Again, Sage, I'm having more trouble with Sage than with White Mage. But I haven't seen a lot of people, a lot of videos like talking down on Sage. I'm certain they're out there because I hear about it. I've just been looking at some videos that really, really like it and trying to figure out, well, what are those people doing that makes them really like the class, and how should I play a little bit differently? And I don't know, it seems like the complaints I have, they made points to talk about how that's not real because you're just not doing it right or something. And maybe that comes with enhanced healing. You know, you get a little bit more potency with diagnosis and then more shield potency, especially more shield potency out of Eucrasian diagnosis and prognosis. And I don't have Crassus or Numa yet. Numa is big healing, especially with Crassus. That's just a single target big healing buff, though. Whereas, like, Holos is good damage reduction and stacks with everything. Because we've got, where is it? We've got, not Haima. We have, is it above here? No, Tarochole, whatever it is. And that reduces damage taken by 10%, but it doesn't stack with Caratrol, our shield here. So that's single target, 10% less damage, multi-target, 10% less damage. They both last for 15 seconds, so I could do, like, big shield, and then single target shield for tank after that, and Holos. So I could do, like, everybody takes 10% less damage. Okay, this target takes 20% less damage, which is really good. And these are both also heals, which is really good. But, again, it feels, I don't know. White Mage is maybe just more simple than Sage. So we'll see. We'll see. So far, I've been having a slightly rough time with it. It doesn't feel as easy to stay on top of healing with Sage as it does with White Mage. But maybe I'm just used to reacting with big heals, and Sage is kind of split in between preempting things and reacting things. It feels like when you know the dungeon, right? If you really know a dungeon and you know which attacks are tank busters and you know which attacks are raid wides or party wides, and you can preempt all of that with a shield or a damage reduction and then like a heal afterwards or something like that, you can kind of do both the Sage and White Mage thing of like, well, I'm going to preempt some damage and then heal. And so you get a pretty good version of both worlds. And certainly Haima and Panhaima, by the looks of it, are very strong. But they've got big cooldowns, so it's tough sometimes. I feel like I have way more trouble with big pulls than I do with bosses. Anyway, that's kind of how I feel about Sage in comparison to White Mage. I've just spent 10 minutes talking about my Sage problems. And now let's get into some questing, and then after that, actually go do some dungeons. And put my Sage problems on display. Maybe get a little better. Their condition is unchanged. We should probably take advantage of this and approach... Oh, is this like midway into the quest? I disconnected last time, right? Right around here, I think. So I've already had the big fight with the ant. But this symptom... Right, Loifa here has buffed out himself and his teammates through means that might magically rapidly age them. Hold on, I'm getting us out of here. We're fine, Loifa. No, you're not, and you know it. And you're maybe the one who made them not fine, Loifa. It's the enhancement, isn't it? I know something of the procedure, of its potency, and the harms it causes. There's a limit to the amount of corporeal aether a living being can harbor. As we grow up, it waxes, and as we grow old, it wanes. A gradual, gentle process, if allowed to function in the natural fashion. But complications may arise when one forcibly fortifies that aether, as a rogue healer was rumored to have been doing with live subjects some years ago. What am I doing if not fortifying people's aether with my aether? The man used an unproven procedure on countless souls, a forbidden procedure known only to a select few sages. And though he succeeded in a few instances, those subjects suffered from debilitating side effects. But those rumors were denounced by the forum as baseless, and yet here he is, kind of wearing Alphino's sage clothing, right? You'll believe anything they tell you, won't you? Naive fools. What? I mean, come on. It's nothing to be surprised about. Look at him. Look at what he's done. But here's the real shocker. Wait, please. Tattooed apothecary recognizes these two. It's really you, isn't it? Maud, Ansel. God, please. I've had enough Ansel characters in my life. Yes, it is, my children. Oh, how you've grown. Thank the 12 you're alive. And they go. And I think this is about where my internet caught off last time. So we got no more of this quest. Didn't really finish this step. Which might be the very last bit. Wow. Wow. Seconds away from actually finishing that step. Okay, well, you know what? I'm glad we still had that bit to start off with on this video. Now, the law. Oh, I probably should have talked to the Fulgenet and the Tattooed Apothecary first. I had the perfect chance to apprehend the fugitives to complete my mission, but I couldn't. What's going to stop you from letting them teleport away later? Like, one of them's quite adept in etherical manipulation. He's a sage. It seems you know them. The ones called Maud and Ansel? Maud. Of course. They're my adopted children. I mean, she said that already. Lala. They were orphaned at a young age, and I took them in and raised them as my own. Though none of us were related by blood, we became as close as a family as any. Ours was a quiet, comfortable life. But then, one day, Mahad felt sick. She had a raging fever, and grew weaker with every passing moment. Aether spurn, this illness is called. I've read about it. A rare disease wherein the body becomes unable to draw aether from food. There is no known cure, only palliative care. Our troubles didn't end there. Even as we were struggling to look after Maud, a fell beast attacked our settlement. Ansel tried to protect his sister, but was badly hurt. The Cherugians said that he would be bedridden for the rest of his days. I didn't know what to do. Without the coin to care for them, my mind went to dark places. I began thinking of how I might spare them the pain. Spare us all. It was in that state that he found me, a kindly traveler. A healer? Yes. He offered to help Mahad and Ansel and refused what little payment I tried to give, but he also said that their condition demanded special care and facilities. It would take years, many years. Desperate as I was, I accepted without hesitation, and so he left with my children. It was hard not knowing what became of them, wondering if I had made the right choice. But I clung to the hope that one day we would be reunited. And we were. to finally see them again is... I haven't the words for it, and it matters not that they've changed. The healer, what was his name? Guldivin, he called himself. A healer of some renown in his native Charlan, I believe. You know Guldivin. A truly touching tale. Where there is life, there is hope. Would you not agree? Now then, if I'm no longer needed here, I shall return to making my rounds. What do you know, Faldrenet? Why are you running away? Till next time, my aspiring sage. Bud? It seems like an odd place to just nope out of a conversation, right? Right? I didn't have the chance to speak with Maud and Ansel properly, but whatever they've gotten involved with, I hope they'll be alright. Yeah, that's family. I believe the danger is past, but for good measure, I will ask the Immortal Flames to keep an eye on the area. We're in your debt. Now, if you don't mind telling me, was this your first time meeting Master Faldrenet? Oh, no, he's a regular of mine, introduced by an acquaintance. And when he comes, he always takes a moment to treat those who are unwell. To have so many kindly healers, Charlan must be a wonderful place indeed. And who is this acquaintance of yours, if I may ask? A merchant in Aleport. Master Faldrenet buys alchemical ingredients from him. Rare items sourced directly from Thavnair. I see. Out of curiosity, what did Master Faldrenet buy from you this time? Or buy from him this time? Oh, just the usual. A few sprigs of muscamaloy. He was actually the one who told me where to get the herb. Says it's used to treat certain serious illnesses. Muscamaloy. Well, if you'll excuse me, I'll totally not notice you being taken back by me noticing that. I must be returning to my stall. I don't know when, but I know my children will return. And I must work hard if I'm to give us better lives. Yeah, I mean, it's good that that's where your thoughts are, but we were taken aback by your words. You got nothing? Let us return to Idleshire for now. Recent events have given me much to ponder. Like Muscamaloy and Faldrenet noping out of that conversation? Let's go to Idleshire and immediately hop into the next quest. Because we can. I mean, Faldrenet really wasn't that suspicious up until now. You know, the way the quest was introduced, he was the target of some rogue sage misusing the art. But now he's also using the herb that Charlan forbid, and that the enhanced sage and his cronies went to go find. Rad. Ashamed though I am to admit this, I'm no longer certain of the truth. It wasn't Loifa and his accomplices who sought Muscaloy, but Master Faldrenet. No, what the fugitive want is Master Faldrenet himself. Clearly they bear a grievance against him. If those despicable rumors were true, and one of ours was actually... But the Forum was adamant in their denial, and they surely wouldn't... The Forum would do shady things, especially at this point before actually going through the story of Endwalker. My mind is running amok. Forgive me, but I need a moment to rein in my thoughts. Does that mean I have more entries in here now? Yeah. The child has taken a turn for the worse. Her corporeal aether wanes at an alarming rate, and she cannot keep food down, having vomited all she has been given. Though we are able to keep her with us, it is not but a stopgap measure. I reviewed past cases and all existing literature, but found no effective treatment. Yet there must be something we can do. Something that no one has yet thought to try. Muscamaloy may be the answer. We Viera have used this medicinal herb since ancient times. Though potentially poisonous, through refinement, we should be able to suppress the adverse effects. We haven't seen any Viera... Wait. Is Loifa Viera? He's a bunny boy, right? So he knows. Faldrenet, on the other hand, is Charlan. Alright, Lala. fellow cat girls. Let's go out and, I don't know, find Faldronet first, honestly. Rad, pray forgive me my earlier bewilderment. If you do not mind, I would review the situation as it stands. We've been laboring under the assumption that Loifa and his companions had come to Eorzea to further enhance themselves in the pursuit of forbidden power. To that end, did they seek to produce Muscamalloy, which they would use in conjunction with the stolen soul crystal. But it wasn't the Muscamalloy that they wanted. No, what they wanted was the man who wanted it. Master Faldronet. Exactly. Using the herb as a lead, they went to the Arboretum. They went to the Arboretum in anticipation of their quarry's arrival, and failing to find him there, they made their way to Lost Hope. Such is my theory, at any rate. What do you make of all this? That sounds... we're seeing less evidence of this second one. Let's go find Faldronet. We've at least got questions for him. I mean, Loifa and his two followers seem like they've maybe... well, they keep telling us we're wrong, right? Which is exactly what we expect from villains. Or especially warped and enhanced villains. But if Faldronet was the one who enhanced them, and they're now having problems because of it, then it makes perfect sense that they'd be super mad at him, and rightfully so. I don't know if assaulting him in broad daylight is the right answer, and he is apparently well known as a healer who travels around helping people without any negative side effects for the most part, but he's totally sus right now. There's something else, Rad. The rumors I've mentioned of a Charlayan healer who conducted heinous procedures on live subjects. After sharing recent developments with Command, they reopened the investigation. Wow, they actually acted! And have, to our considerable shock and surprise, confirms that there appears to be some truth to them after all. The villain went to great lengths to conceal his operation, and thus did he manage to elude the authorities for years. The man's identity is yet to be conclusively ascertained, but we have a suspect, a sage who disappeared from Charlanes shortly before our fugitives first appeared, a sage by the name of Gul'daven. Gul'daven. Yes, the same Gul'daven who took Maud and Ansel into his care, I suspect. It's Faldronet. If they were victims of his experiments, then they would have every reason to follow him to the ends of the world. While much of this is conjecture, it goes far towards explaining that which we know. I don't think I've seen... Man, Charlayans. Fancier words than I use. So let us proceed on this assumption, and have the truth from the man at the heart of recent incidents, Faldronet. Now, according to the apothecary, it was a merchant in Aleport who introduced them. If we find this merchant, we may also find Faldronet. To Vilbrand. Or, you know, Aleport. Right? Yeah. I haven't been back to Aleport in a minute. I do kind of like that the quest is taking us all the way over. This quest and the Reaper quest were all in, like, OG ARR areas. Which is... It was a little surprising with Reaper, but I kind of like it. So this is Aleport, one of Vilbrand's foremost trading hubs. How I should like to take in the sights, but that must wait. We have work to do. It's not very big. You'll see a lot of it during our work. Do you like pubs? This place has pubs. You must try to find this merchant before Faldronet does. As I recall, the man deals in Thavnarian wares. Let us begin by... Healer! Send for a healer! Yes, run up to me. You're a healer? Good. We've got some badly hurt folks just outside, attacked by the looks of it. Can you go and tend to them? How did you know? You don't know what a sage looks like. It might be as whoever did this is still near, so watch yourselves. I'm going to raise the alarm. Everybody be on alarm. Is there a door over this way? I forget. I think so. Yeah. Ah. Hello. Okay. Well, if all you have to say is... then... all right. What in the world happened? That doesn't look like a Thenarian merchant. Too late to help the merchant. It doesn't look like a Thenarian merchant. But Loifa, you can still save him. Yet our earlier speculation was simply that. Speculation. We do not know for certain what he and his companions seek to accomplish. Did his companions lose control of themselves and beat the hell up out of, whoever was close by? What we do know, however, is that they took a life in Charlayan. They are murderers. But if they lose control of themselves because of the enhancement, who's really at fault for their murders? I mean, they could have probably turned themselves in and, been under the purview of the Forum or other Charlayan healers, which sucks a lot for them. They weren't even the ones who, gave the okay for their initial enhancement, probably. And so, running from the law is not going to be looked towards kindly by Charlayan. However, Charlayan does pride itself on debating a bunch and being smart, so they might see that, if they're losing control of themselves because of the enhancement that they didn't really sign up for in the first place, then maybe that murder won't be actually levied at their feet. I know it is not my place to pass judgment, but they took her from me. Your mom was the one they killed. My frosty pink lipstick. That's horrible. He was right. I am a fool. I thought I was strong enough to keep my feelings out of it. Who was protecting you? Loifa? He didn't really protect me much. He did, I guess, teleport away the two people who were starting to become berserk. Either way, Loifa can't tell us anything if he's dead. So we're going to heal him. Yes, yes. We cannot have justice without the truth. For my mother and all others who have suffered, not least of all. That's right. We can't just let him die here. Forgive my indecision, Rad. Please, render Loifa your aid. And honestly, Loifa may not have had anything to do with the incident that ended up with your mom being super dead. Right? Maybe that was Mahad and Ansel going berserk. And Loifa met up with him afterwards. That's right, I healed you. Give me your arms. Are you alright? Mahad and Ansel, where are they? You were probably the last one to see them, aside from our friend over here. They were not here when we arrived. Only the merchant. It was too late for him, but Rad was able to save you. That's right. Now let's have a talk, right? Will you tell us what happened? Who was it that attacked you? It was Maud and Ansel. Gul'davin? Oh. Gul'davin? Who else? The bastard is still out there because of you. And now... So it is as we suspected. Faldrenet is Gul'davin. That's why he noped out of the previous conversation super quick. Even though the tattooed... what was she called? Apothecary should have recognized him and said anything, but she could have just been like, well, it was Gul'davin, and we didn't notice that she was talking about the dude who was just with us, who told us his name was Faldrenet, and he was getting out of there before before she had the ability to point at him. Finally ready to accept it, are you? He can change his face and name, but There's no changing the monster he is. Oh, he changes his face? Well, that helps explain it even further. Still masquerading as a kind-hearted healer, a wolf in sheep's clothing who preys upon the vulnerable for his vile experiments. So you were indeed his test subjects. I'm sorry. Had I known, I... Save your apology. I won't bring Maud and Ansel back. When we confronted Gildevane, they shielded me from his magic. He must have taken them. Yeah, all three of you are enhanced, huh? I kind of like those gloves. Can't lie. I couldn't do anything. For all the power and the sacrifice, I couldn't do a damn thing. I mean, it stands to reason that Gildevane probably has more power. What are you talking about? Is he himself enhanced? I was born with a disease of the lungs. As I grew, so too did it worsen, until I had but a few moons left to live. It was then that Gildevane appeared before us, before me and my master. With the wisdom of Charlayan, he could cure me, he said. Having believed for so long that I never had a chance, I wasn't sure how to feel, but my master was overjoyed. And seeing that joy, for the first time I wanted to live, for him and for me. But we were fooled. In the guise of treatment, Gildevane subjected me to a dangerous procedure to fortify my aether. Mere fortification doesn't sound like it would cure a chronic lung disease. I wasn't the only one. There were others, so many others. But one after another they disappeared until only a few of us remained. So, we who survived have been more than cured. We'd been given unnatural powers. I was twice as strong as any man and could channel magics with ease. I know some people who would argue against that strength thing, but whatever. For all the good it did, I was no match for Gildevane and his tricks. Worse still, I couldn't protect Maud and Ansel. If this life is my reward for all the suffering and sacrifice, I'd have been better off dead. Yeah, that's rough, buddy. That's my favorite Avatar quote, by the way. Well, it's been a while since I've seen it, so it's one of my favorite Avatar quotes. But just busting out, yeah, that's rough, buddy, every once in a while is a lot of fun. Try to use it more. I promise. You'll enjoy it. Whatever life you have is still a life, and you owe it to the others to make the most of it. Yeah, these are the same thing. Let's be more direct with him, though. Let's assuage his fears of wanting to be dead. Whatever life you have left is still yours. Boom. Because those answers were kind of the same thing, but the second one could be like, yeah, whatever, those other people still need your help. Which is not the most... It's not the best way to lift spirits, in my opinion. Help me, please. What happened to being way stronger and better with magics than everyone else? I want to save them, but I can't do it alone. I need help, so please. Sure. A paladin and 2 sages? We should be unstoppable. Although, no doubt, Faldronet has some very wonky tricks up his sleeve. I should have listened. Should have been willing to question what I was told. And now, because I wasn't, that's right. If Gildevane went to the trouble of taking Maud and Ansel, it can only mean one thing. He means to experiment on them again. We can't let that happen. We have to find and save him. I bet you from his perspective he's trying to do great works, which is always a scary phrase. If anyone's like, we're trying to do great works, you fucking question that person. Because that means a lot of sacrifices come in the way. And clearly to Gildevane, that means, well, if they die, they die. As long as it advances the work. And he might be trying to do something really great, right? But if he's killing people in order to get there, then... Wait, even if we manage to ascertain Gildavain's whereabouts, the fact remains that the three of you together couldn't overpower him. We cannot expect to fare much better. In all likelihood, he himself is also enhanced. So maybe he's just trying to cure himself. But who knows? If we are to confront him, we must have a foolproof plan. Don't you agree, Rad? I mean, yeah. We should definitely have a plan rather than just rushing up to him and being like, "Hey, Gildavain, you suck." Baku Hatsune. But I mean, Loifa here survived by just constantly teleporting away. Granted, that should have taken like 5 or 10 seconds, during which we could have smacked him out of the teleport. For now, I ask that you return to Idleshire. I'll join you there after briefing the Yellow Jackets on the situation. How do the Yellow Jackets not have healers on hand? I mean, White Mages don't come from here, but they've got, like, Scholars and Sages, right? Or Scholars and... Oh, wait. Where are Astrologians from? They've got Scholars. Because Summoner also comes from Limsa. Anyway. Back to Idleshire. Who are we going to see in Idleshire? Just Lola again? And then we're going to plan? Man, I keep trying to decide, like, which bit of music in this game is my favorite, or which town music, and I like all of it. The real answer is, of course, Radzahan, but I like all of it. Tidings from Command, Rad. They've confirmed that Gildavain used Muscamaloy in his procedure. Despite his attempts to destroy all evidence of his crimes, traces of the herb were found in his laboratory. Furthermore, no record exists of a healer named Faldrenet. Faldrenet, probably. If ever there was any doubt it was a false identity, there is none now. In hindsight, we should have tried to explain everything to you, but we didn't know who to trust. I mean, we were coming from the Charlayan Forum, and I can't blame you for not trusting them, even without any other context. But also, like, Faldrenet Gildavain came from around those parts, so I understand your, like, huge mistrust. Even if you had attempted to convince me, I doubt I would have listened. I saw what I wanted to see, believed what I wanted to believe. Even with the mounting evidence, I wavered over whether we should save you. My mother would have been ashamed to see what I'd become. I took up the shield because I wanted to protect all life, just as she did to her dying breath. Your mother was a warrior like you? Well, she was a healer. The soul crystal you took was hers. And the woman that day was your mother? So you were definitely there when she was murdered. I think that makes a lot of sense. She had said that soul crystal was stolen by these people, and Loifa hears the sage. Gildavain had already fled Charlayan. We were attempting to escape when one of our comrades collapsed in pain. Someone chanced to see us. Another sage at Physis Technon. Suspicious though we must have looked, she rushed to our aid without hesitation. But our companion, he flew into a frenzy, and we couldn't stop him. I tried to save her. The gods know I did, but with the last of her strength, she pressed a crystal into my hand. Forgive me. She was trying to get you to use it to save her, bud. But it's okay. There is naught to forgive. She did what she had always done, what she believed was right. If she had any regrets, it would doubtless be that she couldn't help you sooner. As for the crystal, she clearly wished for you to have it. She must have seen something in you in that moment. 'Tis my hope that you will carry on her legacy and fight for a future of all lives. The future of all lives? Well, now that you're not going to die very, very quickly from a lung disease, might as well, right? Do the good thing. Whereas Gildavane has not. I shall dedicate my efforts to locating Gildavane. Until I do, please continue practicing your skills. The better to be prepared for when we face him. What do you have to say? Fighting for the future of all lives. Is that what drives you to? I mean, among other things. 4 to 9? Or 6 to 9, rather. The Muscamaloy has arrived. As expected, it is highly effective in strengthening one's aether, but so too does it poison. We must find a way to separate its beneficial constituents, else it cannot be administered for any extended period. We administered a diluted extract of the Muscamaloy after the patient fell unconscious. Though she awakened a few hours later, she was extremely agitated, and it took several people to subdue her. We can no longer dismiss the inherent risks in the treatment. We must submit a report to the Studium on the dangers of Muscamaloy, ere someone else repeat our mistake. The pain has returned, worse than before. This disease eats away at me, and I fear I do not have much time left. Yet there is still so much to do, so very much. Is that Gildavane's journal? Not you. 2 more quests, probably, if I had to guess. This one and an 80 cap. Rad. You'll be pleased to hear that, in response to my latest report, my superiors have decided to spare no resources in the hunt for Gildavane. A remarkable change of policy, given how they once considered the rumors to warrant only a cursory investigation before being dismissed. And considering it didn't take them, like, a long-ass time to deliberate whether they should do anything or not. But in any event, with their assistance, 'tis only a matter of time before we find our man. While we await developments, I ask that you continue honing your skills. The better to contend with Gildavane when the time comes. I can't stand to be idle. I will join you if you're not averse. No, not at all. We would welcome it, in fact. Rad can go no further with my limited knowledge. She would benefit from your guidance, and I dare say you stand to gain from the experience as well. Yeah, teach me Panhaima. As to how you might train, I suggest lending a helping hand to the locals. The Dravanian hinterlands are home to many treasure hunters. Theirs is a dangerous line of work, and they often find themselves in trouble. If you speak with their representative, Midnight Dew, she should be able to direct you to her fellows who may require assistance. Really? We're not going to, like, straight up continue this quest? We're going to take a detour? You're familiar with this, Midnight Dew, yes? Lead the way. Also, doesn't this place cap out at 60 anyway? Oh yeah, we've totally met before. You're cool. He's with you, I take it? Something I can help you with? Yeah, we've got this problem. Have you seen this healer? Oh wait, yeah. You want to help us? Well, it's true enough. Wanting to make a quick coin. There's some as bite off more than they can chew. Oh right, I couldn't figure out your accent last time I talked to you. As a matter of fact, a few hunters have yet to return, and I mind to go and look for them. Reckon you could take care of it in my stead? Yeah, probably. Is that under... You have some curious shading going there on Midnight Dew. Much obliged. Some especially nasty fiends have been out and about of late, and I'm hoping our friends haven't run afoul of them. Friends, I say, but we're more like family. Family looks after family. Aye, that they do. It's like you knew he needed to hear that. Watch yourselves out there, eh? And thanks again. Hey, you've also got on dancer pants, like a bunch of the Thavnarians. To think that by subjecting me to the procedure, Gillivan gave me the ability to wield sage magic, the power to heal and to harm, and I'll repay his gift by doing just that. With his death, his victims will finally be able to move on. That's one way of looking at it. But those are thoughts for another day. Let us be off and see if we can find these hunters, and any fiends that may be stalking them. Absolutely. I can't get over how that dude looks like tall, holy shit, I'm so bad with names. The boy twin who's been with us forever. Alphino. I can't get over how he looks like tall Alphino in that sage getup. It may not be the exact same clothes, but with like the exact same weapons and very similar clothes, it's uncanny. Oh, I'm here already. No? Yeah. Oh no, it's a hyper basic worm. I mean, I'm probably being, like, you know, level equalized here. Don't need to use that at all. In fact, let's get a little bit of extra damage. Which, based on going out questing, this thing's probably not going to break anytime soon. Sorry, Loifa. You should have moved. Yeah, I couldn't break my shield. Which is not my experience in dungeons. My shields normally break, like, immediately in dungeons. Whoops. Thank you. Thought I'd be able to handle the fiends. Oh, how wrong I was. I owe you my life, and you can be sure I'll sing your praises to all who will listen. Fare you well. I mean, you look to be a low-level marauder, right? I'm glad we could help her, spare her family the sorrow. Come on, let's continue. Let's. Where to next? Granted, that crawler was like 20 levels higher than all of the other crawlers in the area. So I can totally see how that posed a problem. Even if that person was a warrior instead of a... Oh, whoops. Wow, it's nice that you don't want to do anything until I attack. And then just like White Mage, get a little dot going, and get some AoE. Greater Colibri? Yeah. Again, 20 levels higher than everything else around here. Oh, is this one already gone? Damn, that sucks. Terrible wound. This is no time for training. I'll take care of it. Yeah, cast Ajero. Right? You Ajero, I'll heal. Are you alright? What? I'm alive. How? Some birds pecked at me. Was it you? Yeah, well, you were in a bad way, and I have healing magics. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. My wife, she's with child, our firstborn. I wanted to earn as much coin as I could to provide for my family, but in my haste got reckless. Took on jobs that were beyond me. But thanks to you, I still have my life, and my family still have me. No more stupid risks. I won't squander the future you've given us. My thanks again, and the 12 bless you. Well, that's the nicest, most thankful thing that Loifa has heard in a while. Huh. He's got a lot to live for, doesn't he? So do a lot of people. You know, I used to dream about the future I'd never see again. I knew I'd never see again. About overcoming my illness and protecting the forest as a wood warder, as is the duty of Viera Min. I wanted to repay my people for not giving up on me, my tribe and my master. I allowed myself to hope when I went with Gildavane, until the dream died once and for all in his laboratory, alongside those who were sacrificed in the pursuit of his twisted ambition. That's horrible. I've totally heard worse so far throughout this game. But for the betterment of mankind, that depraved fiend took everything from me. Since then, I've been bent on revenge. Save that, there was no purpose for my sage's power. But since meeting you in the law, I feel as though I'm beginning to understand why the soul crystal was given to me. The hope that all might live to know a better tomorrow. There is a warmth and comfort in that, and a purpose. I won't fall again, not when my friends and my family need me. Come what may, I will protect them. For that purpose, and no other, I will use my power. This I swear upon the crystal. That's a strong swear. Context given, that's a pretty strong swear. Soon, we must confront Gildavane. If we're to triumph, we must trust each other with our lives. Are you prepared to trust yours to me? Yeah. I'll do the best a fool can. We're far beyond the beginning of our journey. No fool here. Although we were pretty foolish at the beginning of this one. But yeah, and I'll do the best to protect you too. I'm counting on you. So see to it you keep up. You have no idea who you're talking to. Well, I believe that's enough training for one day. Let's head back to Idyllshire. Hopefully the law's allies have made progress. Yeah, it would be nice if they found him for us. But, like, wouldn't they also send people after him? Like, people other than us? Right? Seems like the Forum would actually choose to act more than just, like, relying on adventurers. And being like, yeah, go this way, this direction. Talk to the law. Not Mountain Dew. I mean Midnight Dew. I'm certain I'm the 4 billionth person to make that joke. Ah, you're both back. Good. I have news to share regarding the hunt for Gildavane. Cool and good. First of all, we've located the villain. With the aid of a fellow operative, we measured unusual etheric activity in a cave in the Dravanian Forelands. This is where he made his base, and holds Mod and Ansel. Mod and Ansel. Yeah. The two are alive, but more than that, we could not ascertain. Hold on, my friends. We're coming to save you. We've also learned more about Gildavane himself from an acquaintance of his in yesteryear. According to said acquaintance, after graduating from the Studium, Gildavane completed further studies in various fields, Somnonautics most notably. For his skill and knowledge, he was made a professor of the faculty, and it was there that he met his wife, a fellow researcher and talented sage in her own right. But one day she fell gravely ill. She fell gravely ill. Healers of various persuasions attempted to treat her, but her condition deteriorated rapidly, and she passed away not a week later. Gildavane was not the same man after that. Whatever tragedy he has known, I can muster no sympathy for him. Nor would you if you have seen the madness in his eyes, heard the malice in his voice. Mark my words, it wasn't for his wife that he mourned, but the loss of a valuable resource. That is all people are to Gildavane. Maybe he was experimenting on her first, right? He could just be like a complete and utter sociopath who can't value other people. So it seems, and whatever reason he may have had, he cannot be permitted to continue his depraved experiments. Precisely.
That being said, we cannot storm his cave just yet. His knowledge of Somanotics makes him a dangerous opponent. We must be amply prepared. Let's just get, like, a DPS to come with us. To that end, I've been working on a countermeasure, but it will take a little longer to complete. Meanwhile, I must ask your patience and your faith. As much as I wish to save Maud and Ansel, it would be meaningless if we lost anyone in the process. So please believe in me. I mean, I believe in you. You've been doing good. Both of you. Even Loifa here was, like, trying his hardest to do kind of what he thought was right, though misguided the whole time. Alright, I'll wait. And when all is ready, we'll go and rescue Maud and Ansel. No, that's the wrong hand gesture, Loifa. You have to learn hand and fist with nod. Panhaima. Yes, please. My apologies for the wait. The countermeasure is ready. As it is quite delicate, however, I will hold on to it until the moment of reckoning. Good then. Let us make for Gildivan's lair at once. Has there been any further word on Maud and Ansel? My fellow operative reports that your friends are still alive, and together we will ensure that they remain so. Thank you, thank you. Though, to me, they're more than just friends. They are family. Double nod! Our destination lies in the northeast of the Dravanian Forelands, where the Somal foothills meet the 100 Throws. The cave entrance is just west of the springs. Understood. I'll go ahead and scout out the area. None of us are rogues. None of us are sneak thieves. 10 to 12. To my shame, I collapsed while treating the child. I do not recall ever seeing my husband so distressed. Touched though I am, I'd rather that he didn't fuss over me. He knows my prognosis. As sages, it is our duty to fight for the future of all lives. Boom! Soon, I will no longer be able to fight this fight, but it is my hope that someone will carry on in my stead. To that end, I, Hatia, will pour myself into this soul crystal. My love, in case this is my last chance, I want you to know that I'm glad I met you. You made me the happiest woman, and even should I be reborn, the rest of the page has been torn away. Is that Lala's mom? It sounds more like Gildivain's wife, right? Which is, I mean, both of those would be very weird, especially if they're one and the same. Like, either of those would be very weird. Both together would be quite weird. All right, well, off to a cave I haven't been to in a long time. I haven't been here in a long time at all. Yeah, up here. I don't remember going over there for almost anything. Is there a story quest over here? Like, what does this place even look like? They said the northeast of this area. So I was like, oh, cool. Finally being used for something. Oh, there's like a world boss dragon? No. Maybe there's a world boss spawn up here. Either way. Yeah, all I know this place for is this fate. All right, Lala. This is it, Rad. Gildivain's lair. That's a small, crappy, very open cave for a lair. Remember, our chief concern is Maud and Ansel's safety. As for the countermeasure, 'Tis a set of garments imbued with a special enchantment to shield you from Gildevain's influence. Should the worst come to worse, it will keep you safe and our hopes alive. As I mentioned, they are rather delicate, but I guarantee that they will last you this one battle. When you are ready to sally forth, I will have you change into them. Oh no! During the battle, some of your gear will be glamored. Your attributes and abilities won't be affected. Cool! Yes, I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. Although, not all of my gear is 525, so... Ugh. Yeah, look at this. This is a terrible lair, you asshole. I've got cooler Sage gear. Yeah. Mod, Ansel. Hold up. What have you done to them, you bastard? My, such anger, when you should instead feel joy for your friends. They have the opportunity to contribute to mankind's future. Yeah, deluded. Well, I'm happy that I'll finally get to beat the hell out of someone wearing this Charlayan gear. For the frailty of our flesh, so much knowledge and skill and experience are forever lost. An unconscionable and unacceptable waste. Oh, you're an immortal person. Like, you want to be immortal and to conquer death. Buddy, you missed the point of the beauty of the natural life cycle. A lasting solution to the problem will not come without additional sacrifice. 'Tis unavoidable, but you, my friend, you are an invaluable living specimen, and I give thanks for the opportunity to study you further. You monster! How many lives have been lost and torn apart at your twisted whims? You play the part of the ignorant moralist well. Pity, as a fellow Charlayan, I held out hope that you, at least, would come to appreciate my vision. Alas, you are as short-sighted as the rest. You haven't even tried to convince anyone, though. Like, you walked around being like, oh, I'm a normal traveling healer. And then, immediately, as soon as we know your game, and you know we know your game, you first nope out, and then the next time we see you, you're giving villain speeches. Come on, man. You're not even trying. But no matter, you can yet serve a purpose as a benchmark for my progress. Oh yes, all the elements are present for a test of strength. Maud and Ansel, kill these self-righteous fools. Hold on, my friends. We'll save you. It should be possible to break Gildevain's control. We just need to find an opening. So attack him, right? As for you, I would thank you never to call me a fellow Charlayan. It sickens me to think you're a compatriot. Yeah, well, viewing things from like a nationalist perspective get muddy real quick. My. The animosity is fairly palpable. I had best make myself scarce. And so we allow him to teleport away. Oh, that's a different teleport. That's a different teleport. What's he got? What's he doing that's so different from the rest of us? Yep, been synced. Got it. Let us begin with you, Ansel. What? Damn it, they're not in their right minds. Oh, that was Gildevain talking from beyond. Then we have no choice but to subdue them. Everybody shields. What's up, Ansel? Sucks to have to do this to you, buddy. I'm gonna assume that's gonna hurt. Whoops.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, let's maybe get in the middle? Nope, not in the middle. Wake up, Ansel, please. Man, where can I get some of these enhanced moves for my monk? Oh, that's fine. Everybody just move in, right? Yeah. Good. Wait, how are you? You can heal yourself, right, Loifa? Okay, so again, probably not the middle. Yeah. It looked like Loifa teleported. You can't exactly just, what's it called? Icarus to a location. You need a target. And now we go mod. Why would you even do one at a time, right? Oh, shit. Why would you even go one at a time? Yo, their enhancements made them bosses. I would greatly prefer having like a party list for this type of fight, you know? Oh shit. Hit while I still have regen going. Hit while I still have regen going. Although I'm probably going to want some healing after this. Well, I have healing. Come on, back in the fight. Let me heal you all. At the very least, shield you all. I didn't need to do that. Let's do a shield. Oh, I should probably shield and heal Lala. Yeah, Loifa's fine. I don't have a bigger shield for that, so Tarshale. This is your limit. Yet another disappointment. Perhaps you can take one of these meddlers with you to the grave. Hope not. I still don't have my shield or Tarshale. Nope. We're just going to have to heal through that. You know what? You. Not that. No. One down. There we go. I didn't have my damage mitigation. I think I maybe have hot, like healing over time with Carachol? Carachol? Mod, Ansel, get a hold of yourselves. Let's try healing them. Except they're maybe like so overburdened with abundant Aether anyway. Prognosis? You can't diagnose as two people at once. Twould seem you possess a heightened affinity for the sage's art. I mean, he's got a soul crystal. Ha ha ha! That I should be blessed with such fine specimens for my research. We must see what else you can do. Yes, we must! Let's just shoot him here and now.
There's some tricks. Panhaima! Though that was probably a lot more like a Panhaima. What? Hey, remember when you did that at the beginning? You have a promise to keep, remember? Oh, I should have said now we're even. My first default was like, remember when you did that at the beginning of this quest? But those are both good responses. I won't fall. Not again. There's some Warrior of Light music. Through all the suffering and sacrifice, I'm still here. I'm still alive. And we're still gonna beat the shit out of Gildavan. So long as I live, I refuse to let anyone else die on me. What say you, Maud? Ansel, I know we just, like, pounded you into the ground with a bunch of magic. As if you needed to ask. Where you go, we follow. You know this. Yeah, you three have been through a bunch. I hope you'll be alright. I believe in you too, Leifa. In you and Rad both. Alright. Gildavan, you wanted to see what else we could do, right? Then come and find out. Marvelous. I missed most of that second dialogue box. Whoops. Do not hold back, my dear subjects, for neither shall I. For the betterment of mankind, let us transcend the limits of our flesh together. Oh, yeah, of course. Of course. Why wouldn't he? That's not what I expected. You're not much of a sage anymore, bud. You're overflowing with light aether, though, clearly. Oh well, there's 5 of us. We've got a tank, a monk. Everybody get a shield. Just to start things out that way. Whoops. I meant this one. Let's go. Newliths. That sounds like an AoE, but everybody's already got a shield, so... Me and you. I think I'm perhaps too far away for... Yeah, we're gonna do that one more time. Oh, of course. Right scalpel. Left scalpel. Right side, left side. Da, 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 da. What you got next? Laparotomy. Sage Quest is really obsessed with medical terms. I could... Amputation. That sounds horrible. Everybody's getting to the sides? Cool. Okay. Now, probably you want the shield, I imagine. Hypothermia, though. Yeah, that wasn't everybody. We'll do this. Big shield. Heal over time. 2 heals over times, right? It's fine, yeah. It's totally fine. Oh, Law, get, like, very healed. Now I don't know what he's doing. Okay, this again, that's fine. We have some time. What do we got? Oh gods, not this spell sounds bad. What do we do? Do I Asuna? I can't target the Noliths. Now I can target the Noliths. But I can heal everybody, even though... Yeah, they're friendly. They're just confused, right? Cool. Lala probably doing the least amount of damage. I don't have anything, really, to... Like, I don't have any bonus damage here. We're just going to dose this. Okay. You got nothing? Boop. 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 I'm just going to go ahead and pop this in order to get some MP back. Oh. Tachyostomy. And then left side, right side. Seems like a yes. Wish it were easier to automatically target this dude, but I can't just follow people. It's pretty easy, right? Same as before. Yeah. Everybody over here. Mod, what are you doing? Cool. Nice. Nice. I wasn't sure if I was actually going to be able to get that damage in there. And then shield the law. Oh. Well, whatever. I'm going to go ahead and do this again. We're not going to really need it during New Liths. Depends on what he does, right? You get Haima. Oh, that hurt me a lot. That's fine. Just need to do like a regular heal. You're gonna do your basic gimmick again? Do you still have... Okay, good. We're super lucky we can see the names of enemy moves, right? Someone just standing there being like, right side, left side. Though that one came out pretty quick. Can't lie. But you're dead. Okay, now someone go stomp on his face. Like, don't kill him, but make sure he's extra out. No teleporting away this time. Maybe I can use Haima as a prison. Oh no, we bound his hands. He certainly can't teleport now. What are we waiting for? Let's kill him and be done with it. No, Ansel. It should be Loifa's decision. I mean, it should be the decision of all of you. But also, you should probably take him back to Charlayan so they can extra jail him super hard. For a really long time, so he gets to think about how he's going to die of old age, never fulfilling his wish. This power that I have, born of untold sacrifice, I swore that I would use it only to protect life, and not take it. Which, if Gildavane called him dumb for that, like, just ethically and morally, that would kind of go against his whole, but I want everyone to have immortality shtick, even though he sacrifices everybody for it. Gildavane will face justice back in his homeland, where he committed his most heinous crimes. That's right. And the Forum are not exactly nice people, so we're feeding him to legal wolves. I'm sorry, my friends. The law, the crystals was your mother's, and it rightly belongs to you. It's already where it belongs. Through your deeds, bring honor to my mother's memory. I will strive to do the same with my trusty sword and shield. Very good. With your blessing, I hereby take Gildavane into custody. He will be transported back to Charlayan, where he will be tried by the Forum. While I tend to the necessary arrangements, you should return to Idleshire and have a rest. I will join you anon. Man, the Forum must be really busy, considering there's no other court, right? They have to do everything. His mercy is more than you deserve, but you will answer for your crimes. Every last one. It was ultimately the right decision. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. Do you not agree, Hatia, my dear? Yeah, exactly. The Sage Diary is definitely his wife. Which is weird, because she seemed to kind of approve of his work. So maybe he didn't start his experiments on her. When I set out from Charlayan, I wanted to reclaim my mother's soul crystal. Wanted it as a memento to remember her by. But I've come to realize that there is no better way to remember her than by the legacy of her deeds in life. She was the gentlest and noblest of women. One who never flinched in the face of danger when someone was in need of succor. Her mom liked to give this... Never mind. I'm so sorry. That's a terrible joke. Had a very bad time. I will endeavor to do honor to that legacy by rising to the defense of those in need of protection. This includes Loifa and his friends, so in case you worry for them, don't. You should return to Idleshire as well. Gods know you deserve a rest too. Honestly, maybe tell Loifa and his friends to stay out of Charlayan for a little while, because who knows what the Forum is going to decide. Let's teleport back and learn that Loifa has already taken him to Charlayan and he's already been tried. Wait. I closed a couple of things, clicked away for just a tad, forgot to bring up all my streaming tools again. Yeah, she's already here. Loifa and Maud and Ansel. Oh, wait, she's not back. It's just Loifa and Maud and Ansel. Yeah, don't run from your mom next time. Adopted mother or no. For revenge, we were prepared to die, but now we have a reason to live. You're a monk and a black mage. I mean, you can definitely use those powers for good. Especially with Loifa leading you. Honestly, he's been pretty alright the entire time. He's reacted like a person. You took your time. Let me guess. You're talking with your superiors and making arrangements to send us back to Charlayan as well. Not me. Dude, no. I literally... You should probably steer clear of Charlayan for a little while, just in case, because the forum is kind of wonk. And I'm not going to tell them anything about you. In fact, if they ask, I'm going to be like, who? Oh, right, yeah, haven't seen him. We had a long and difficult conversation, I must confess. La. A very long amount of time has passed in between us speaking to you with Gildevane outside the cave and then immediately teleporting back here. Time is convoluted in Eorzea? Though they were pleased that Gildevane would be returning to Charlayan, alive no less. Excuse me. Alive no less, they were deeply disappointed to hear that the fugitives escaped, and that, despite my best efforts, I could not pick up their trail again. And they believed that because the law is not the most experienced paladin and tracker. But see, I told you, we're not going to hand you over to the forum. Though I don't exactly mistrust the forum, I do have reason to believe that they know more about Gildevane's activities than they let on. Perhaps they were hoping for a resolution that wouldn't see the sordid details of his experiments brought to light. But now that it's all going to be out in the open, and your innocence has been made plain, my superiors will no longer think to pursue you. You are free to begin anew, which is the very least you deserve after all you have suffered. If they were always going to be free to begin anew, and the forum was not going to pursue them, why did you have to lie to the forum? Granted, lying to the forum was the right choice, in my mind, because I don't know that that's really the outcome, right? Well now, you're surprisingly reasonable for a mole-headed Charlayan. I beg your pardon. A simple thank you would have sufficed. That's a nice face. That's a good face. That's also a good face. I never asked for my powers, but fate has decreed that I have them. Sort of. Yeah, if that's how you want to look at it. And I will use them as they were intended, to fight for the future of all lives. I'll also seek a cure for the procedure's side effects. And when I succeed, my friends will finally be able to return home, safe in the knowledge that they won't lose control again. Aren't you kind of continuing Gildevane's work? In that sense, like, I've full faith that you're not going to just sacrifice people for it, but you're finding a way to enhance people and then take away the negative side effects. Maybe that removes their enhancements, and yours. And if you can do that without returning to your, like, chronic lung condition and them no longer being in immediate mortal peril, cool. But in some sense, you're continuing Gildevane's work in that, like, by seeking that. Though, of course, I totally can't blame anyone for wanting to rid them of their, like, I don't know, propensity to go berserk status. We can't thank you enough for coming to our aid. If it weren't for you, we would have been dead or worse. We'd all but given up on ourselves and lived only for revenge. But you've given us a second chance, and we won't waste it. I mean, you could have always just oriented yourselves towards that. Have those pink highlights in her hair always been there? I like those subtle pink highlights. Even with the ugly low-res shading. I like that a lot. We'll aid Loifa in his research, of course, and it'll be as much for his sake as ours. For all his bravado, he can't stand to be alone. We thought that VR men prefer solitude, but not our Loifa. Deep down, he's a lonely little boy. Aw, stamps ground, shakes head. Don't you, Family indeed. Fucking Tay-Tay, I guess. As a little girl, I regarded the sages of Eld with awe, and the tales all were stern, nigh mythical figures, untouchable in their virtues and ideals. But the more I think on it, the more I'm convinced that these legends cannot have been so unlike us. No, they were ordinary folk who bore great love for their friends and family, and that love extended to all life. That's a good lesson.
to keep in mind for anyone you think is like a mythical, heroic figure. They're still just people. Just like the one dialogue choice we have near the end of Endwalker. Sure, they were doing good and great things, but part of them, like, enjoyed doing those things for their own right. Like, they got a kick out of it. You know, there are diplomats that will travel and, like, broker peace or arrangements between nations, and that's all great and good. They're doing good in doing so. Part of that person enjoys and gets a kick out of, like, being in the spotlight for doing it. Even if that's not their prime motivating factor at all, part of them enjoys that. Now more than ever, I see this love as my dear departed mother. I see this love in my dear departed mother, and though I still have much and more to learn, ever will I endeavor to do her proud. Yeah, you're pretty alright, Lala. I've liked you from the beginning, even though you're Charlayan. Thank you, Rad. I couldn't have learned these lessons, or accomplished my mission, without you. As our work is done, our time together is over, but I shall linger in Eorzea a while, and hope to see more of you and hear your tales. You have no idea who I am. Panhaima. Panhaima. It's about time. I could have used that. Oh yes, the ardent desire to protect. What if I could Uber shield everyone? What do you got to say? Oh, 'tis you, Rad. I recently had the pleasure of meeting my alumna Alize, who told me all about your exploits. Suffice it to say, I was shocked to learn that I had a storied hero assisting me on my maiden mission. Fucking told ya. How fare you of late? All is well, thanks to you and your invaluable aid. Gildavane has been sent back to Charlayan, where he will be tried by the Forum, and I've no doubt but that he will get his just deserts. Yeah, the Forum. We couldn't have done him any worse. Let's put it that way. Meanwhile, I'll stay in Eorzea for a time to broaden my horizons, with a view to eventually train as a healer like my mother, and when I set out on that path, I shall have to ask you for some advice on spellcraft. Sure, we can swap spots. I got a tank roll. As for Loifa and his fellows, they still seek a cure for the procedure side effects. You might run into them at the hard place. When not hard at work, they sometimes take a moment there to relax and unwind. Where's the hard place? Loifa is down after a few tankards while... Oh, is that back in Aleport? Loifa is down after a few tankards while Maud tosses them back as if it were water. Ansel tends to lose a little too much inhibition and occasionally has to be restrained by the proprietor. In other words, they're like any other group of young folk, and it warms my heart to see this. I'm glad to hear they're not going berserk in the middle of drinking too much. Yeah, let me ask you, what is a sage? Oh, I thought you were already familiar with the subject. Not that I mind reviewing it, of course, and perhaps I had omitted some details previously. To begin at the beginning, our reverend ancestor Nyankrep advocated the betterment of mankind, and 'twas in accordance with this tenet that Somonautics, the sage's art, was created by combining the wisdom of medicine, aetherology, and sorcery. Through medicine, we have read this, I believe, last stream. Yeah, she is just kind of repeating herself. Through medicine, a sage grasps the working of the flesh. Through aetherology, she unlocks the secret of the soul, and finally, through sorcery, she learns to manipulate the two. In order to channel her powers, a sage employs a set of 4 short staves called nuliths. Yeah, used by healers of Eld. What are your thoughts on the diary? By your asking this, I assume you have also read the diary to the end. I have dispelled the obfuscation enchantment in its entirety, and there are no further entries. Judging from the contents, it belonged to Gildavane's wife, but where the handwriting changes, it would appear he took over. Oh! I don't think I noticed that in reading it. Maybe there's a couple of chapters I haven't read. I, of course, have other thoughts on the matter, but I'm not yet sure how to put them into words.
For now, however, I will say this. I'm glad that it was you who inherited Heichia's legacy. Quite glad. Did I inherit her soul shard? Entries in another hand, 1 to 4. Gone, gone, gone. To dust and dirt. The future cut short for no reason but that her body failed her. But the child lives. She may still serve a purpose. I've acquired a subject with a tolerance for muscimolloy. A Viera who has taken the herb from childhood. Should I finally put the cavalcade of failures behind me and succeed, it'll be a great step forward for all mankind. It does make sense, now that I think about it at all, that Loifa had less side effects than the others because they use muscimolloy naturally. I mean, refined, but you know what I mean. That Jinjal woman continues to sniff around, too curious by half. I shall have to find a more private place to continue my work, and if she persists, well, it will be on her own head. Who should I meet today but an adventurer who has your soul crystal? I'd be lying if I were to say I wasn't disappointed that you chose a vagabond over me, but no matter. I will continue my work, and I pray, my love, that one day you will forgive the man I had to become. You're deluding yourself there, Gildevane. Clearly, she saw what was going on and chose the fucking Warrior of Light over you. We didn't get any... what even is this? Another Bahama card? Do I have that yet? Oh, nice. Cool, cool, cool. We didn't get Sage gear, right? Wah. Wah. Well, let me go, I think, change my pants because I have just enough currency to do that. Oof. Whoa. Another Lalafell with a bouffant. What's that called? A pompadour. Let's go get some Crypt Lurker pants, and then we will jump straight into some Endwalker dungeons. Or maybe, like, leveling or some duty roulettes first. I'm going to take a very, very short break, because I need to. As soon as I get some pants here. But then straight into a couple of roulettes. Not all of them. I'll save some of it for currency grinding. I still have to get from 0 to 450 for this week. Later. Probably off camera. Pants, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, now I want to change my boots, though. Or I could just go re-glamour. Yeah, I want to re-glamour. We can do that real quick. No. Yeah. No. I was right the previous time. I'm not going to buy anything. I need to go glamour. And I need to go do something about all the soda I've been drinking. But, you know, one step at a time. There's so little difference in item level between the start of Endwalker and the end of Endwalker. But if we look at, like, what is my White Mage even wearing? Yeah, like, compare these, right? Well, it's not even huge numerical differences either, really. It's there, but it's not gigantic. Endwalker, not Endwalker, Shadowbringers was a way bigger difference, like from 400 to 530.
Nada? Huh, nada. That person ran into the door first instead of the person who actually gets you back to this room. I do that all the time. I think I was wearing... It was either Leonhardt or Strife Pants. Yeah, we're doing the baggy for now. Yeah, that looks comfy. And then we got some nice slick boots. Even though they're AAR boots. Okay. Slightly better lighting, please. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. I will be right back. Oh, you know, I thought I had bathroom text on this screen. Well, whatever. I will be right back. Chotomate, minasan. All right. I'm back. Still Manderville posing. Let's do a couple of dungeons. First off, I forget. Which ones are... Yeah, let's reassign. And then which ones are worth the least currency-wise? 50, 60, 70, 80. Leveling. And then normal raids? Yeah. And I'll do these others later on. So I can still get 100 astrologies today. I've run out of rest XP. Dang. Let's go. Ah, yes. Healer privilege. It's so nice to have healer privilege back. And now 2 classes for it. Copperbell hard. Well, all right then. I haven't heard this music in a long time. It sounds pretty good. Let's go. Let's not go. Let's not go then. There's everyone. Okay. Rinrar. Have you paid for Rinrar lately? No one has ever paid for Winrar. Mm-hmm. All right, I don't have Toxicon right now. Or Trauschle. What are the others? Oh, man. Dungeon is so old that they don't track with you. Can we even fight those guys? Oh, I see. These guys going to jump down behind us? Yes. At least a couple of them are. But it looks like that doesn't matter. Wow, this is an old dungeon for sure. Hey, I crit. Yeah, drag him over here or down. That's fine. Oh, we have a summoner, and we have a reaper and a summoner. Okay. You know what? Excellent. I like the feel of that. We'll burn down mobs pretty quickly. Is this a minion? I don't have that minion yet. Nice. Oh, you're extra poisoned. I love warriors. They're so hardy. We will shield everyone. Someone stun that guy. Thank you. Oh, that's just a cave fall, then. Yeah, let's maybe get off of that. Whee! Been playing too much Elden Ring. My immediate reaction to that, and I haven't even played recently, but my immediate reaction to that was like, oh god, we're gonna just walk off this elevator and fucking die. That's not how this game works. Let me target the enemies, please. Oh, you have way less health. Than it looks like you should. Let's go. Gogmagolem. I see. I barely remember this dungeon. Did I crit on that shield for our tank? I think way more than... Well, okay, I was about to say way more than other healers. Way more than... way more than White Mage. I think Sage kind of loves its crits. And maybe that's a thing with Scholar, too. Just for, like, super big shields, right? We're gonna... Oh, I don't have Zoe. Just gonna big AoE heal everybody. I do have... Let's just toss this on, honestly. About to get another nice big heal. Oh, the thing I was saying earlier. I can toss this shit on me, really. And then just like passively heal a little bit. Ow! Oh, I get hit too quickly. Clearly, I don't remember this place at all. Summoner can res. Oh my god. Give me a shield, please. Give everyone... Oh, I can do this. I feel anemic without my good heals. Good thing we got Summoner. Damn. Things always target me because I'm heals. Oh, I didn't get out of that, did I? Damn it. You know what? And then you. And that's the type of thing that I run into with Sage a lot, is like I have a really hard time recovering from rough situations, whereas with White Mage, I'm just like, man, I can spam my good buttons. I usually always have good buttons. I need you to not take that damage. Because I don't have hots. I have Cure 1. Don't. Oh my lord. And I don't have I don't have the shield is broken noise. Because it's not actually a shield is broken noise, it's a adder sting gain noise. Ooh. I wish that happened on shield is broken instead. I just have a rough time as Sage is all. I don't remember this fight at all. What do we want to do with crystallized rock, right? I don't have any big shields, so I want to get out of that and not have someone that knows what to do with the crystallized rock. I don't have Pepsis either, do I? Yeah, maybe don't get hit by the sand pillar. I think that's my goal. Where's my... Oh. Oh, there's two of them. Well, we should just kill this guy, I feel. Player accommodations go to not me. Wow, it's a sexy Moogle in chat. Early Sage is rough. I'm not that huge of a fan of it. Was that our 50, 60, 70, 80 dungeon? It was. Let's go leveling. Yay. Yay. And then normal Alliance raid. Wait. I mean, the one at the bottom of the list. Alliance raid? I think that's Alliance raid. Bardam's Medal. I don't remember this one being too rough. It's just like a lot of kind of normal encounters, and you can't even do super huge bulls on it, right? Oh, no, never mind. I know what this is. I now want to do another one of these because we're moving, and I can cast it while moving. I get all my charges up, and then you take this. Oh my god. I should have healed a little bit earlier. Woof. I should have put my big Panhaima shield on as soon as we went in. As soon as he went in. Oh shit. Well, That didn't work. Who's targeting me? Oh, also Dark Knight, but like, I'm gonna blame that death on me. I should have got Haima in there. Wait, do I even have it at level 66? I don't even have Haima at level 66. I don't even have Haima. I don't know what I could have done. More direct healing. And that's it. I could have done Tower Chalet. And that's it. Well, and the shield, I suppose. But they don't stack. So I could have done this, and only this. Did that hit me? Oh, it hit me. Okay, got Tar Chalet up in 7. That's the best I can do. I've got enough to get these off. And then our hot. And then I need direct healing. And that's all the direct healing I have. I've got nothing else for you, bud. I've got nothing else. I used every trick in my book, I feel like. I feel like I used every trick in my book, right? What else did I have? Icarus. Didn't have Haima or Panhaima. Don't have Holos. Physis was not off cooldown. Went in with Soteria up, but that's it. I don't know what to do without Haima, man. I just don't. And Rhizomata. I needed another... I needed at least one more... Adder's Gall. Like, I hit him with Tar Chalet, right? I need to look up how to Sage at mid level. There was like a leveling guide thing that I saw last night that I didn't watch because I was watching someone talk about, whoops, how much they liked Sage at higher levels. And I gotta say, I didn't really hear them say anything that I could disagree with. But, like, do you want to get out of that? Yeah, thank you. I do have Pepsis. So that's a blessing. But I don't have Haima. I'm just trying to put the most distance between me and this thing. I don't know if I want the sheep or not. Let's just get a hot on everybody. Except for you, because you were out of range. That's not quite what I wanted to toss on there, but that's fine, actually. Yeah, that's a thing you can move out of really easily. That's a thing you can move out of really easily, but didn't. No, we don't want anything from this dungeon. Okay. Dang, Sage feels so rough on big pulls. Like, it especially later on when I have Haima and Panhaima. And even more tricks to make those great. Like, it feels pretty good on bosses, but it's rough on regular big pulls. And honestly, maybe the opinions of, like, someone who does Savage and Ultimate rating with Sage is not really relevant to me, who's mostly just doing dungeons for fun. Right? Get that. Okay, have extra healing. Like, when do I go offense phase? Because it feels like whenever I go offense, I take just way too much damage. And I'm not healing anywhere near close enough to make up for any of it. So, really, going back to the other thing I did hear from that rating video I watched, probably swapping Cardia to DPS or myself to make up for little spots of damage is the best idea, as opposed to, like, trying to heal the tank with it at all, because it just does nothing in the face of the amount of damage a tank hit takes. Still had to watch out for that gaze attack. At least this one doesn't take, like, healing. Need to, yeah, go away from each other. Nice. Okay, but we're going to do Starfall. 2 of these rocks are going to get broken, and one of them is going to get cracked. Is it always this back one? I don't think it's always the back one, though, right? Yeah, see, that one's going to get cracked this time. So now we need to go over here. Oh, sure. Yeah. This super old school victory music. I keep forgetting about that. It's been a while since I've been to Bardam's Metal. Coming into this place, I thought we were doing the pirate dungeon, right? It's not that one. I like this one a lot more. Healed, take less damage. Let's do an AoE heal. Get you another shield and some real healing. Please target a thing. Not this. Do another Tarish relay, I suppose. Why not? It's not on that big of a cooldown, right? How do I keep doing that when I mean to be offensive, right? Like, definitely part of my problem with Sage is that I'm not great at it yet. I don't... Can I stand in the middle of some of that? That doesn't matter. Cool. keep thinking that little triangle is a summoner's dot, but it's just the unupgraded version of mine. Oh, I don't have that off. Hold on. Stop. Man, I wish Asuna was broken by movement. That sure would be nice. Maybe it just casts too fast, right? Now the other one, right? Yeah. Damn, that's a huge shield crit. I would like to be able to heal everybody, please. Really? Dude, I need you to be a little bit closer. Ugh. Tank was doing fine from my perspective. Toxicon 2. Okay. Tank was doing fine from my perspective. Offensive up. Okay. Oh, that's a nice... I like those icons for Dosis and Phlegma. Oh, those all got... Yeah. Oh, yeah! That looks cool. I guess we'll see what the others look like if I go into a dungeon that has 82 in it. We could do normal raid. But I can also go, finally, whoop, whoop, to the Tower of Zot. I like the Tower of Zot. We can get some Menusa gear. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, not that it's going to be better than my Crypt Lurker. Right. Yeah. All right, base item is not that high level, even though it's like higher item level by 5. It's not higher level requirement level. Okay, well, you know, as soon as we upgrade them, right? I don't have Menusa of healing yet. Aiming, scouting, striking, casting, but not healing, not fending. Yeah. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, well, let's do Zot. Probably without rest experience, maybe 3 times. But a couple of times. At the very least, I will go in with Haima, right? We'll have Haima and Panhaima. And Rhizomata and Holos. Shields. Heals. AoE heals. Auto Addergall. We won't get to see Dosis or Phlegma 3 or Toxicon 2. But it's fine. It's fine. We won't have this either. Yeah, that's what upgrades everything. This right here makes it seem like my shielding gets significantly better. And then Zoe having a quarter of its cooldown cut down seems pretty handy. But still, anything under level 70, because I don't have Haima, and especially anything under level 62, because I don't have Haima or Tauschole, big pulls seem rough for Sage. I just have to pray that I have enough Adderskull for Drushalle. And then that's it. There's Carachole, which is actually on a shorter cooldown, right, than Tower Chalet, but it also costs 1 Adderskull, and it doesn't have any healing to go along with it under wherever that gets upgraded, under 78. So yeah, anything under 70, and especially anything under 62, feels rough as Sage. Nah, I like my white kicks. They're nice and clean looking. Yeah. I could go out and do Fates in Ilsabard. Oh, well, there we go. Come on, Zot. I haven't done Zot in a little minute. Never done it as Sage. But again, I have Haima, so it should be okay. I think, maybe. Let's salute the team. I also feel like I sometimes ward, like I toss a shield out a little bit too late. And so I get aggro from it, right? Like how some tanks don't like you to toss on Regen as White Mage immediately at the start of a fight, because you'll pull aggro from them as soon as they start pulling. Oh, I do have my new attacks. Do I have other people's spells turned on, or is this just like, what's going on? I didn't think I have everybody's effects turned on, but it kind of looks like I do, right? That's a lot of flash going on. In fact, I think that's a lot of Red Mage flash going on. Another Dark Knight. I want to save my bigger heals. Although I'm going to get a third one really soon. So might as well use one. Yeah, take another one. Some of that shield is his, no doubt. Part of the reason I feel like I'm really wonk on Sage here is because, like, outside of my Adder's Gall heals, which kind of sort of feel like, kind of sort of feel like the Lily heals, you know? You get poisoned here? I didn't know that. I also feel like I'm constantly casting Cure 2, which feels bad as White Mage, right? Wait, really? Do we want to get... We don't need to be near that yet. Yeah. I mean, I guess it's called Menusa Bio. I'm not surprised that when it poisons at all. Now do we want to be next to... We want to be next to the second one, right? Made it. I don't have anything for that. Let's top everyone back up. I'll get you in just a second, bud. Now I've got Panhaima back. Take that one. Let's get rid of that poison. And I can shield and heal everybody. I feel like it's crazy. I feel like Panhaima needs a shorter cooldown, which is really weird to say because that's like my best shield, right? And I don't care about the masks. The only part of the Menusa gear I don't like. I feel like Panhaima needs a shorter cooldown half of the time, which is crazy because I don't feel like, what is it? Beneficent? The actual shield and then Aqua Veil, the damage mitigation on White Mage. I don't feel like those need a cooldown at all. We will just take those stacks of Adder Sting and hold on to them. Heal up. Panhaima that shit, because way too much damage incoming right here. See, even unlike White Mage, I feel like I burn through all of my Adder's Gall, like, super quick. Okay, well, I've got Tarashal. I don't have Haima. So I just need to focus on doing nothing but healing for a minute. I don't have Zoe. I don't have anything. That's all of my tricks. That's all of my tricks. Oh, I have Panhaima. It's on a different cooldown. Oh, that's super good to know. Wow, Sage is super busy, and like, I feel like I'm doing a lot worse than White Mage pretty much constantly. Better have counted. All right, good. Oh, you know what? I don't have to stand in that one at all. I love that Final Fantasy IV sound that her casting has. Why did you sit there and take that? Oh, now we want a shield on everybody. Don't. We're just going to do Pepsis. And that. That sound.
Okay, well, it's good. It's good to know. Oh my God, red. Panhaima. I've got Tower Cholet, which I could use. Let's get this out for the other two. She's gonna jump. Yeah, that didn't hit. Couldn't do damage there. Okay, well, now it seems like everybody else's effects are turned off. Right? Didn't seem like that at the very beginning. Oh, man. So I can bounce back and forth between Haima and Panhaima. And I can even toss up, like, Kara and Tara Cholet at the same time if I need to, right? Getting that right back. At least I got to spend it first. I'm just going to heal both of us, I think. I'm going to do that again because I can do it while moving. Listen to how fast my shield go down. And of course, it gives me another attack, which is nice. You can kind of bounce back and forth, but like, ugh, it goes down so quick. I get the feeling maybe I would like Scholar better as a shield healer. Ooh, I don't know if I have that. Uh-oh. We're doing big pull. Can I just get in there? I'm going to go ahead and pick that up because I want a Panhaima and a shield. Oh my god. Yeah, you living dead, but like a little early, right? I don't have anything. I don't have anything. I'm out. I'm not quite out, but I'm pretty out. Okay, so the way to Sage in dungeons is to use everything you have with every big pull. And, like,
Woof. A lot of it you got to get out there kind of early. About to get crazy. You know what? We're going to do another shield everybody. Shit. I need you all to be a little bit closer so I can definitely heal all of you all the time. I guess I have Panhaima, but like, yeah, I want it for this. Okay, got all my healing up, right? Have I ever seen them do 3? Oh, yeah. I usually see them do 3. Okay. Who didn't get in there? You. I've got Terrashol. How about that? Let's get at least Cinderuva down. All right, cool. I have another. Nice. Just in case. Probably not going to need it, but just in case. Other 2 party members, I need you to be closer, I think. Just a little. GG, everyone. That shit. I don't know if I have that or not. Big pulls, so much more difficult than bosses, and that boss is hectic. It's not very hard once you know everything that's coming. It's just like kind of a visual mess, right? Oh, hey, menu of things? Nice. What do these look like? Yeah, okay. They glow purple? Yeah, they glow purple. Well, I need to... I could sell a bunch, but honestly, they're not going to sell for anything. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I didn't really like the Fey ones, so we'll get rid of those. I might keep the Forgiven ones. And these are also kind of cute, being little muskets, but I'm not going to use that. I might keep those. And I got a Monstrum Grimoire. Cool. Gross. No. Yeah, go away. Go away. Yeah, you know, I don't really like the big bag on that. If it didn't have that huge bag on the side, I do kind of like the look of that. I do kind of like those too. It's like a short finger glove with a full middle finger. That's kind of nice. Those I don't care about. I'm going to keep the Bajja ones. Decided we're going to get rid of Scylla's pants. And honestly, those are okay with any white uniform. I normally don't like a lot of the Skaven stuff. And I normally do like a lot of the Ravel stuff, but not that one. You can go... What do you even look like? Yeah. Don't need those. Those are honestly pretty alright. Might keep those. $14, but yeah. And I can't augment these. I want to use the Monstrum ones. We'll go ahead and put those in here. Even though I'm super close to running out of space. Oh, Monstrum stuff is green. And I suppose I can just... I can maybe keep weapons because we've got more weapon space, and I can just glamour from menu. So we get to be 82. Right, that's normal. You get to go in at one level, and then the dungeon, you can be one higher than that because one level higher than that. Like, you can go into Tower of Zod at 81. Max level in Tower of Zod is 82. Because 83 is the next one. So we get to keep Toxicon 2 and Dyscrasia 2 and Phlegma 3, I mean. This is still, like, from the very beginning, this is the easiest Maballs joke the game has ever thrown out. It's just right there. Phlegma. Phlegma 2 balls. Phlegma 3 balls. That's right, it's weird. This game. So really, all we're missing is Crassus, which seems really good. Really good. And I should maybe have that with my heals, actually. I could do that instead of repose. Yeah, let's do that. You change spots with you. And honestly, let's put Arizamata over here and Holos with the rest of the heal. Oh wait, we've got Holos over here. What was I thinking? We've got Crassus and Holos, and honestly, let's do Numa. Let's trade spots with Numa and Lucid Dreaming, because I always go over here. We can have Lucid Dreaming and Ajero on the same tab, and then Numa is with all the healing. Crassus is buff healing. Rhizomata gives us a new Adder's Gall. Seems good, right? Raise and Lucid Dreaming. All my healing. Still all shields. Rhizomata over here. Rhizomata over here. Let's put them in the same spot, just because. And here. And Icarus, and Repose, and Sotier. Even though I don't really need Sotier there. I never use it there. Woof. Woof. Let's try and do another Zot, I feel. I still feel like I'm pretty rough when it comes to Sage. I don't know how to... I don't know. When things go bad, I have a really hard time catching up with Sage. Whereas with White Mage, I've got a bunch of different options, usually. Right, I don't have a Benefic. I don't have a... Hey, tank, be at max health right now button. The shields, like, I almost feel like Sage shields don't mitigate as much damage. Like the base shield, just Eucrasian Diagnosis, right? Doesn't mitigate as much damage as Regen. But Haima is super good. Panhaima is really, really good. Karashol and Tarashol are pretty good. And that's not a thing that White Mage has. I don't think. It's weird. It's very different. And again, White Mage is the only other healer I've played. So, like, having Sage experience or Scholar experience would probably, I don't know, set like a better example as to what I'm supposed to be doing in emergency situations. I look great, at least. And their weapons are cool. I like that a lot. Probably not as much as my big White Mage staff, but that's all Bozja gear. But, again, it's rough sometimes. I like... I feel like Haima and Panhaima are my only oh shit buttons. Right? Tarshol is kind of like, oh, I hope I can make it up, and then Rhizomata is like, oh, I hope I can make it up. But I don't have like a holy. I guess White Mage has Aqua Veil, which is just like Tarashol, but without healing, or Karashol, but single target. And so in a big raid, I totally get it. Sage can Karashul both tanks, right? You can Panhaima both tanks at the same time. You could Haima one, and then after that goes off, you can Panhaima the party. Which is cool. It is cool. It's got neat tools. I just feel like I'm not good at them yet. What is it with this beginning area that makes me able to see all of the Red Mage stuff, right? Woo. We'll go ahead and heal him, because why not, really? Get our Adder's Gall cooldown started. Okay, back up to 3 Adder's Gall. What are your buffs? I don't even know. Sword Oath. Meal buff. Okay. I don't know what Sword Oath does. He's able to execute a thing. Dang, that new Toxicron looks pretty good. We're going to save all of our phlegma costs, I think. Go in here with 3 charges. There we go. Oh, wait. Haven't even felt like using a Haima before this, so that's good. I mean, is it maybe the case that all the other tanks were not that great? I definitely don't want to blame them, though I know Dark Knight can be in a rough spot. Oh, buddy. In fact, you take that. So was that Menusa Ice? Just now? Pad? I don't even know. Yeah, that hit everybody. Did that put a negative status on everybody? I don't seem to be able to... Yeah, I think that one to the right is Thunder, and this one we want to be inside. I got that out first. That I think I can Asuna off. I don't have anything for that. Also, I couldn't Asuna it off. Let's... You know what? AoE healed in. Oh, I've got Haima back. For sure, I've got Haima back. Ooh. Okay, going better. Going better with the Pally. Warrior still my favorite best bud, but going better with the Paladin. We're going to shift this back to you, I think. And in fact, go ahead and give you a shield, because that won't pull any aggro. Not that early. I want to keep at least one Adder's Sting, I think. Maybe two. Two's fine. Nice. Just in time. Oh, I'm going to pull that one. Oh, I'm not. Nice. I like it. You know what? Go ahead and have a Panhaima. We'll have Haima back for the next one. And then a regular shield. And then I'm going to burn through some of this. In fact, we'll do these first. Have a Tarshale. Okay, now's a good time to heal again. Feel like I'm doing better, but also probably my tank is doing pretty good this time around. But like, I'm still on edge as Sage all day long. Have you really not broken the Haima yet? Wow. Wow. Okay, there it goes. I'm going to put this out there just for more damage mitigation. mean, maybe it just got spooked by Dark Knights, right? You're going to hit it within 12 seconds, but whatever. I don't have a Haima, but I do have this. Wait, did that not count? Does Haima eat my shield? My, like, diagnosis shield, I mean? Maybe like over here. What does Manusa Berserk do? Is it like a delayed? A delayed thing? Oh, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and do this. And then, as soon as this is done, I can get a better heal. Get that instant out. This one. Yeah, as long as you're not taking it. I wonder if this lasts long enough for everybody. Right, it might not. The last person to get hit might lose their defense. We're full on Outer Skull, though, so we'll go ahead and mass heal. Another instant. Oh, nope. We can get it in right there, though. Okay. Okay. That was pretty all right. I don't think I have those yet. I might have those. Didn't we have all of the pants, like, except for Fending? Maybe that was boots. All right, we're going for it. For sure, we're going for it. I kind of want to save Tarshale, not Tarshale, Haima for the next one. Because if we do another big pull, then that one's the bigger one, I believe. Oh, hello. Didn't see that damage at all. Another shield. Dang, that one looks cooler than the rest. Don't have that. Though, I'm not going to be leveling Samurai anytime soon. Samurai seems cool. But I have, like, 2 melee classes that I really like right now. 3 if you count Warrior. Do we want to pull back? Are you waiting? Seems we're waiting. I could have 100%. Well, not 100%. I could have probably healed and protected through the next fight, but that would have required a Haima, which I didn't use last time, just because I wanted to save it for this one. So, you know, whatever. But fair enough. Fair enough. If you pull those 3 into this down here, that's pretty big and mean. Sure. It's going to get reset as soon as we walk into that boss room anyway, I think. Oh, I crit. Cool. It bought me very little extra time. Use that stack. Yeah, they hit hard enough. Nice, nice, nice. Sneak in. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Just a little bit of extra damage on the other 2. And you know what? I shouldn't need to do any big healing or shielding, but just in case. There it is. And honestly, first though, we're gonna do this on you. Just because. Just because. Don't get hit. Don't get... Everybody up. Everybody shield. Again, even though I think I just did that. Woof. Some people took some damage for sure. You get a Panhaima and a Tarshole. Whew. Excuse me?
Ooh, I don't have Pepsis up right now. Woo! Oh no, that hit me. Well, I've got this back. Oh my god! I don't have... There. That should be good. I hope. Well, shit. In fact, I don't have my big shield. I do have Pepsis. And Haima. Whoo! Lord. Sage is so busy. Okay, yeah. That was a fine LB. Burn down Mindaruva after we get the other two down. What are you doing? Why are you not, like... Ooh. Finally coming to a point where, like, I'm not having big rips. I don't think I have that. Or I'm not having big rips as... as Sage. Woof. It's super rough. It's super rough. You got a lot of damage mitigation out. And big shields when you have them on big pulls. Which is necessary. You, like, can't heal through it. You can't heal through it. You need to use shields and damage mitigation. And, like, popping another Adder Skull because you can. It's like if White Mage had a skill that was just like, you gain 1 Lily, but you needed to use it during almost every big pull. I don't know what to say about that. I like how busy it is. It's just really, like, I'm on the edge of my seat most of the time. Whereas I like my big, busy melee classes, but I don't have the responsibility of keeping the party alive while doing it. And so Sage is kind of a lot. You need to use your entire toolkit all the time. And I'm super, super happy to have Haima and Panhaima at the same time. Simultaneously, I think, and maybe I'm totally wrong about this, I think 2 Sages in a raid, probably a bad idea. You want, like, a White Mage or an Astrologian or a Scholar or somebody else who's better at keeping up constant or really big raw heals. Whereas damage mitigation is pretty good on Sage. You can't stack Karatrol and Tarotrol, but you can stack either one of them with a Haima or a Panhaima, and that's pretty good. And I don't have Crassus yet, right? With Crassus, Krasis, whichever one it is, at 86, increases HP recovery via healing actions for one single party member or self by 20% for only 10 seconds out of every minute. And you can cram a lot of healing into 10 seconds, especially because all of my Tarochol, Durochol, and Ixochol, Tarochole, Druochole, and Ixochole, those are all OGCD, right? So that's super cool. I can, like, even probably Eucrasian Diagnosis, Swift Cast, Diagnosis, Druochole, all in a span of 10 seconds. And if I wanted to, even Holos during it. Which is, you could do Crassus and then do all of that. And that's a lot. It really is. You could probably even Crassus and then Numa. Well, Numa's only 600. Is anything else 600 heal? It's the exact same as Druochole. So, it's got a 1.45 second cast time right now. Like a 1.5 second cast time and then minus, whatever your spell speed is. But it does damage and the cure potency and restores HP to targets under the effect of Cardion. So if you can kind of stack all of those, right? If you can get your tank in line with Numa, because I'm pretty sure it's a line attack. It looks like a line attack, just a big beam. So you heal them, and you heal them, and you heal them for the damage you do. And restores own HP and the HP of all... Okay, that's actually one of them. So yeah, you give a big AoE heal, and you heal whoever is under your Cardion. Okay, so that's really just 2 heals, but still, that's pretty good. So these are pretty nice. I think this will help a lot with my healing worries. Because it still feels like I'm just in big pulls. It feels like I'm just barely eking by, right? I'm real frantic. I need to pull out all of my tools in order to have a Dark Knight or a Gunblade not die on big pulls. Paladins, it's a little bit more comfy. Warriors, it's a lot more comfy. Warriors are so goddamn good. I love Warriors. But woof. Sages is hectic and rough. I totally believe Raiders when they say it's super awesome in Savages and Ultimates and everything doing whatever at highest level. If you want to do a Savage at level 50, I mean, you got Carachol and Physis. And then these two. But, like, that feels rough. Anything under 60 or under 50 feels real rough to me. For sure. Like, not having Carachol or Ixochol or Zoe, and then everything above it. Pepsis, Tarochol, Haima, Panhaima. Not having those makes Sage feel kind of anemic in lower content. Granted, White Mage also doesn't have a lot going on. It's just that, like, it can at the very least pump out big heals, and it still has regen. And probably Medica, too. Like, let me take a look, right? When does White Mage get Medica 2? At 50. Yeah, so under 50, you don't have Medica 2. And under 50, you don't have Benediction, but you have Regen by 35. Presence of Mind is great. Right? Cure 2 at 30, which you never use. Post 50. Okay, so post 50 is when you're getting a size and your Lily stuff. Where does... Afflatus Solus. Where's Afflatus? Oh, that's at 76? Wow, that's a big gap between the two. I didn't realize you got the Blood Lily attack before Afflatus Rapture. I leveled White Mage a long time ago. Or maybe that was changed. Either way, healers under 50 feel anemic, and, like, Cure Potency 800 is big. Benediction at 50 can be a lifesaver. Cure 3 at 40, so you get there's a good AoE, and you've already got Medica 2 at 50, or you get Medica at 10, which 400 still. So like it's not like White Mage has a bunch of other tools that make it good. It's just that its cure potency is quite a bit bigger at lower levels. Still, you get shields here. But without Haima and Panhaima or Carachole, it's kind of rough. Sage going back gets a little hectic a little quick. And stays a little hectic in big pulls higher on. But having Haima and Panhaima, absolutely. Having both of these, very strong. Very strong. I can have them on both at once? For real? Yo. I mean, it's only for... And that's a pretty good heal. It's only for... Hey, what was that? 300 potency, but 5 stacks. 15 seconds. They're both 15 seconds. 200 potency, 300 potency, but 5 stacks of each. So, like, 1,500 potency cure as a shield. 1,000 cure potency as a shield. Sage is good. You just have to work for it. Damn, do you have to work for it. It's 10:30, but I'm super close to 83. Nah, you know what? I'm going to call the stream here. And we'll come back next stream and do... I don't know. I'll probably just do I'll do like a casual roulettes. And we'll do at least one Sage run. Hopefully on something that's higher tier. But I need to get my other classes so I can get more astronomies. I can almost buy a chest or some pants. I don't know who else needs it. Is Black Mage all decked out? Not quite. Could use some boots. Let's go get... Before I log off, let's go get the Sage 8990 gear. I forget if I've looked at that or not. And it will, of course, be replaced by Radiant gear. Woof. Sages. I have more respect now for sages who do a lot of work, and I have more respect for every healer that isn't White Mage, because White Mage seems kind of easy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course.
Yeah, whatever. Sure, whatever. Oh, yeah, from the end quest. We'll sit on it. I'm actually kind of tight on some, right? So we'll not claim all of them. Here. Try on. Remember outfit. Nice, yes. Doctore gloves. Actually, that's another set already, isn't it? Those pants, do they look better with the boots? They do look better with the boots. Those boots kind of go with it, but... That's okay. That's okay. Of course. It does match pretty well, right? Yeah. Yep. That looks pretty good. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of any of that. The visor's pretty good. I like the weapons a lot. Don't get me wrong. But outside of that... I didn't get any Menusa healing gear. Oh? Oh. Oh. It's already better. Yay, it stays crit. Woof. Kind of want my Menusa coat. I do really like the Menusa gloves, though. And then I have, though they're not as good, right? I have... yeah, sadly not quite as good. But... yeah, forget the outfits. Display what I have. Those are kind of okay. Oh, yeah, they glow. They glow. Cool. Like here, let's just try them on. We can get better angles. Yeah, see, that looks pretty nice. Oh, the lower ones have the little extra bits? Okay, okay. Okay. That's still stronger, so we're keeping that. But, alright. Okay, alright. Not bad. Do I have... let's go see if I have other healing bits. Menusa healing bits. And how well they go together. I think I want the Menusa coat. Chest piece. Perhaps the most. Yeah. I really like a lot of the Menusa gear. Not the biggest fan of the helmets. Although I think I might have the maiming one for a Reaper. Not that I'm using it right now. Striking, scouting, aiming, casting, but no fending or healing. Yeah. Do I have Menusa body gear? No. Dang. Dang, I need a lot of Palaka and Menusa stuff, which means I'm going to have to throw some old stuff away, but that's fine. A lot of this I can get again. Right. Anyway, Menusa gloves. Looking pretty nice. I love them. Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I need some Menusa pants and boots and chest. It'll be complete. And then, of course, I need higher tier weapons so I can glamour Menusa onto them. Ah. I like the Monstrum stuff. It's pretty cool. It doesn't even scream Final Fantasy IV, like, at all. It's like more edgy Kain stuff if you take away all of the Dragoon trimmings. It's in between Kain and Dark Knight, kind of, but not at FF14 Dark Knight. Anyway, I'm torn on Sage. I like it. I have fun with it. It's a lot to play, and a lot all at once at the right timing. White Mage is so much easier and more comfy. It doesn't have the damage mitigation, but that almost doesn't matter because you've got big heals and you can just toss your one shield and your one Aqua Veil, your one damage mitigation on someone, and then that's all you need. That's all you need. You've got regen, you've got good heals, you've got lilies, you've got Blood Lily. Sage gets out more constant AoE damage, maybe? Might do more damage. It's more mobile with its damage, right? Because the only mobile damage that White Mage has is a Flatus Misery and a Size. Holy is fantastic. And 100% damage reduction for, like, you know, a second and a half or two. But you have to sit there and cast it. Whereas Sage has Phlegma on cooldown and Toxicon based off of how many shields they've had broken and all their Adder Stings. I don't know. Like, when you break it down, I think they're very similar, but they get there through different means. And White Mage has stronger heals, but less shields. So it just kind of depends on what gameplay you like, I suppose, which one you're going to prefer. I tend to like busier classes. Monk and Dragoon are a ton of fun. Keeping up Black Mage stuff is a ton of fun. But also Dancer's simplicity and White Mage's simplicity are very satisfying. So I'm kind of torn on Sage. Still, I don't know. I'm going to keep playing it. It seems strong. And again, certainly, once I get Crassus in particular, that seems critical. And then, like, this is pretty nice. It's okay. It's probably really good, but 330 potency damage and then 40% less for everything else. It's no Afflatus Misery, right? It's no Blood Lily explosion. And then this seems pretty good. This seems really good. But you're only going to have it on level 85 plus areas. That's tough. That's tough, mates. That's tough. Looks great, though. I love the stance and the weapons. Looks great. Can't argue that. Well, I'm going to call the stream here. I've been probably saying the same thing for the past 10 minutes. I like the class. I just don't know if I like it more than White Mage or not. It's hard to say. But I'm also not, like, a Savage Raider or an Ultimates Raider. I might like it more in those instances. Who knows? If you really know a fight, Sage is pretty great. If you don't, I would go with White Mage. Oh no, Gregorius! You got here at the very end. Yeah, I'm calling it. 3-hour, 40-minute stream. Thanks for dropping by, though. I played a lot of Sage. Got all the story quest stuff done, and then went through a few dungeons and a few Towers of Babel. Towers of Zot, rather. Towers of Zot. Sage is... really quickly, I'll just repeat. I'm liking Sage, but it's very busy, and you have to use all of your tools at the very right time. So it's hard to say if I like it more than White Mage or not. But yeah, thanks for dropping by. I'm going to call it here. So I'll see you next time, Gregorius. Maybe I'll catch one of your streams. Rad Mahou, everyone. See you next time.